Welcome back to the Weird Booze Weekend. I'm your host, David Kuhn, and I have with me...
Hi, I'm Derek Belkin. I'm back again. And sitting next to me is the one, the only, making his first time here on the Weird Booze Weekend. We have...
Ladies and gentlemen, you know me. I know you and we know each other. I am Ishmael Cyclone Jones in the building today. The Weird Booze Weekend.
That's the calmest I ever heard you say that.
Listen, there are calm moments.
It is the weekend. It's, we're having a nice casual drink.
Yeah, I'm having a drink with my boys. This is a casual time. There's a time for over the top and a time for just relaxing and reeling it in.
Yeah, fine.
Wait till after the drinks, then we'll get
Okay.
Speaking of, today we have something really cool. We have a Lilac Gin. Derek, you want to lead us in with that? I think you have bottle facts.
So this here is Black Button's Lilac Gin. When I give you some facts, Ish, do you mind pouring some shots here?
Of course.
So Black Button was established in the summer of 2012. And the reason why they made Lilac Gin is because they're located in Rochester, New York, which in May has its Lilac Festival. Now I know that this is the April episode, but why not try it just before we get to the Lilac Festival? It is gin, which, fun fact, all gin start as a vodka, and then they go back into the gin tank, where you have your juniper berry, which makes gin, but also you put in your botanicals, and here they put in lilac petals. It gives it a nice lilac flavor, apparently. On top of that, if you look at the shot right now, it is clear. When they originally started, they were doing the 375 milliliter bottles, and those had a purple dye in them. They have since gone up to the 750 milliliter bottles, which is kind of a standard bar bottle, but have taken away that purple dye. So guys,
right before we actually drink this, I've been kind of smelling this, and so it smells like gin, but a little bit less so.
You get that hint. You get that hint of the flower.
the lilac.
Yeah, you definitely get that floral taste. So,
All right, let's
begin.
begin.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Gentlemen, cheers. That's nice.
That's gin.
Wow.
It's gin, but it's not as strong as gin.
Yeah. So, usually you don't take shots of gin, right?
No, you do not.
This was,
Unless you in the hood.
it's not it's not as common as say tequila shots.
Yes.
Right.
As an example, and I think part of it is just it's an abrasive kind of flavor just by itself.
Yes.
This isn't really that abrasive.
It's not.
It's not. The lilac gives that nice little soothing floral taste.
Yes.
You still taste the juniper berry. There's no fight, and juniper berry is what makes gin either I like it or I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I still have that lilac taste on my tongue though. It
stays there.
is still there.
So at home, I make a drink with a whole bunch of different drinks, but the gin usually overpowers it and just punches you right in the face.
Yeah.
This right here is so smooth that I can mix it with that, and it would be such more calming flavors. It's really good.
Yeah, no, as far as a signature, hey, this is our seasonal bottle, and Black Button does quite a few, and for the most part, they're kind of gins. Because during the summer, they do a Loganberry gin, which, I'm not gonna lie, I already bought some bottles for a future episode of Weird Booze Weekend. But, yeah, and I'm interested in the fact that, first off, this is 42%. I didn't mention that before, that's my mistake. 42%, 84 proof. That's kind of their standard.
That's pretty standard, though.
Yeah. As far as a lot of Black Button stuff, it sits around there.
Mm-hmm.
But because they do things in small batches, I would have loved to see if someone still got a bottle of batch 1.
Oh, wow.
And see how it... Well, apparently the dye doesn't change the flavor, but just to see how the flavors have changed. Because when you do small batch, you aim to get kind of the same, but you understand we're not going to. Now, if you do a Jack Daniels, every bottle has to taste the same.
Exactly.
Small batch as far as a scotch, a bourbon, or anything, the slight variants are kind of welcomed.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
But
so, I want to taste some drinks with this. I think Derek, you got one.
I do. It's the traditional one. There's a lot of traditional gin drinks, but why fix what's broken? We'll go into the gin and tonic.
We got drinks?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this show.
Okay, since we're doing a gin, we'll do the signature drink of a gin and tonic. So first, we have our glass filled with ice right here. Did a little bit of the way up, just that way it'll get a splashback from the stirring. We do 2 ounces of the Lilac Gin. Pouring that in. There we go. And then, we're going to fill the rest with tonic water. The reason why you put the gin in first and then the tonic water is that way the tonic water, the carbonation, actually opens up the gin a bit more. As opposed to doing the tonic water and then pouring the gin in. It won't open it up as nicely. About there is actually pretty good height. Let the carbonated bubbles do what they gotta do. You know what? I lied. We'll put a bit more in there. Carbonation lied to me. Right about there. Then using a bar spoon, ta-da, dip it in and gently stir. Stir a little too fast, breaks up the carbonation a bit too much. Right about there. Should be good enough. Then, using a lime as your garnish, you put that right on the rim. There you go. A gin and tonic. Okay, gentlemen, first drink is the gin and tonic.
Yes.
Classic.
It's a classic. Smell that.
Like
I'm
that.
getting a lot of the tonic water, but I still get some of the floral lilac.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, this is, I mean, it's, you know, it looks exactly what you would expect. It smells a little bit different, though.
So
Yeah.
question, 'cause I don't usually typically drink gin and tonics. With the garnish, do you squeeze the garnish in? Is it just for looks?
Yes.
A little column A, a little column B, like with fruit garnish.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's just there for looks. Me personally, I'll rim it, squeeze it, and drop it in.
Ah, okay. Very cool.
I'm
Good to know.
gonna try it first.
Yes.
Yes. That's
I
what
definitely
you
was
got.
going to do that as well. Yes, because as the drink, we have to do that.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink. And a clink.
That
That's very
is
classic.
amazing.
That's amazing. I'm already dropping in the lime.
Oh,
But right off the bat, tonic water is bitter as fuck.
yes.
Let's
it
be
is.
honest. But the floral from the lilac brightens it
Yeah,
up a
it
little
does.
bit.
Yeah.
I was not expecting it to be that nice.
Yeah, like I said, usually gin punches you in the face when you drink it.
Yes.
This right here, this lilac is so cool and calming. Oh my gosh.
But when you drop the lime in, holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
It really does bring it out.
Oh, this is orgasmic. I mean,
I'm shifting this way.
No, I'm shifting. No, you get closer. You get closer, damn it.
Okay.
Get closer, don't want me alone in this.
Mm.
Yeah, this one's getting finished.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So typically, again, like I said, I don't usually drink gin and tonic. But with this lilac gin and the way the lime accentuates the lilac with it as well, it all combines into an awesome, awesome flavor. It really does. This is super awesome.
So, yeah, we're like, what, like we're just kind of barely in spring now, right?
Mhm.
This is the drink for that, for this time of year.
Yeah, this is perfect for sitting on the porch, chilling, watching the cars go by, and just drinking and relaxing after hard days of work.
Like, I'm about halfway through the drink. I'm expecting it to kind of layer itself, and it hasn't yet.
Yeah, it was really well combined.
You
Without
drink a lot.
losing the carbonation either, which is,
Yeah,
that's
No, the
Always
bubbles are
always
still
fun.
going.
yeah. Like this is
Holy shit.
you guys should be here for this. You really should.
Or buy a bottle and do it yourself.
Or buy a bottle and do it yourself. See what we did there? See?
Non-product placement. Now for a statement from Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh
I kind of want more, but it's time for a second drink.
it is
Hey,
hold on, we got another drink?
Yes!
Yeah!
Is this a drinking show?
Holy shit!
Who knew?
What the hell?
I didn't. I thought it was just there's cameras for some reason. We're just drinking.
Listen. I don't know. I like this show.
All right, so I have decided to make a white lady. Now that's kind of interesting. It's actually a margarita, but instead of the tequila, you're going to use gin instead. And we usually use lemon juice instead of lime juice for that. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to squeeze out some lemon juice here. My handy little squeezer. We're going to want like just over a half ounce. I think this looks like it might be. No, we're going to need that. Oh, half lemon. Beautiful. Just top up. Again, just above the half line mark here. I'll use this side. I'm going to add a little bit of simple syrup to this, just like a 1/4 ounce. Should be good. Our orange liqueur, I'm using a dry curacao. 3/4 ounce of this. Yeah, it's a little heavy on that. That's good. And then 2 ounces of our gin. Beautiful. Okay. And my ice in this one, we're going to add ice and shake it up. All right. Put a strainer on there and pour it out. And there's a white lady. This is the white lady. I think it looks beautiful.
It's more yellow.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it is definitely more yellow than I would expect, but
Smells good.
it smells.
It does.
Ooh, yeah, no.
Like you got the lemon juice and the lilac.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They're kind of combining into some nice kind of scents here.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'm excited. Let's just
So,
you guys know the routine.
Let's
Yeah.
drink. Cheers.
Thank.
Yeah. That's smooth. It's
Slightly sour.
yeah.
Like you'd expect.
Mm-hmm. It's more like it's like a margarita, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This.
It's margarita or a sidecar is the other thing that it's kind of related to.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's why we did the coupe glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is it's really good. It's again like a margarita, so it's very that's what I'm looking for. It's not faint, but it's like I said again, it's smooth.
It's smooth. It's
light.
got the citrus. It's got a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one I added some simple syrup because the orange liqueur that I used is doesn't have a lot in it, so I added a little bit more.
Okay. This is nice though. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing how this tastes as a blended drink.
Yeah, I'm with you there. It would be good. One of the other things you can do with it is a lot of times these will have like egg whites or like the aquafaba, just to like give a little head on it.
Yeah.
That does a similar thing to like the blended ice. That said, now I'm thinking about it, having this be a lot more chilled would be really excellent. So I think probably the blended ice would really work very well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm still tasting the lilac coming through here.
Yes.
I was worried that it was going to get lost in everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, even taking the shot, it was like it was a faint taste, but it did like permeate. So I'm kind of glad it's coming out here.
So with my thing with the lilac drink, with the lilac gin, what it does is if you don't taste it, it still kind of comes in the back end. It kind of subsides the strength of the other flavors, where it kind of brings it together, it kind of meshes together. So if you don't taste it, it kind of fills in the cracks, so it makes everything smoother. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But with this one here, maybe it's because it's simple syrup, but it's thick on the top.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, and I kind of agree.
Thick is kind of the wrong phrase to use.
Yeah.
But it's the only way I can describe it. It's almost like syrup.
Ah.
And again, it's a simple syrup, but
coats the tongue.
Yeah.
Kind of
More of a coating. Let me see. I didn't get that the first 2 times. Yes.
Now you're getting
Yes. Yeah, I feel it. You can feel it. Yes.
like it's still smooth, but it
Yes.
stays there. It's like molasses.
Yes. Yep. It is a thicker drink. Yes. I completely understand what you're saying. Yes.
But for everything that gone into it, it shouldn't be, but
Right.
it's
But but it's still smooth though.
yeah.
So it's still a drink. It's just not as like think of it like water. Water is just boom, it's in. But this is more of a thicker drink. You actually feel the drink going down. You feel the drink in your mouth.
Yes.
It's more of a thicker consistency, which is weird to talk about with the drink, but that's what it is. Yeah. All right.
But I'm almost done with this one here. I think it's time to prep another drink.
It is time to prep another drink, and this time it's my drink.
Yes.
This is watermelon punch. All right. So just for purposes of time restraint, I have already prepped some watermelon. I already blended it up. So I'm just gonna pour that into the pitcher.
Yeah, about how much of
Depending on how much you're making. Right now we're only gonna make about 4 cups, so this is about 4 cubes of watermelon.
Okay.
Okay. Typically want to strain this out, but we're gonna use the watermelon as well. The pulp is gonna be pretty good.
Okay. Wow, it looks delicious.
Let me see here. You know what? I'm gonna try and
Get a little spoon here.
Yeah.
Here. We'll use a little
Thank you. There we go. There we go. All righty. All right. So, with that, we are going to get the watermelon juice. All right, we got the watermelon juice. We got some half a cup of lemon juice. We're going to pour that in.
All right.
Okay.
Should we try to stir that up
Of
a
course,
little
we're
bit?
going to stir that up. You got to make sure everything is together. All righty.
Okay.
From there, we're going to use about a 1/4 cup of simple syrup.
All right.
There we go. All right, we're going to pour that in as well. And you know the magic word, right? We're going to stir. All right. And with that, we're going to use about a cup of gin.
Whole cup of gin. All right.
1 cup.
I gotcha.
All righty. And while you're doing the gin, I'm going to muddle some mint here just to bruise it up. When bruising the mint, it's going to bring out that minty flavor inside the drink. It's going to be really good. I got this muddler from Bahamas. Finally using it. Yay. We're going to throw that into the cup as well. So you get a minty flavor. All right, you got to bruise it. So we're going to throw that in.
I should have taken the cap off of this.
No worries. We're good right there. That's good. That's
All right,
good.
okay.
Look at that. All right. So we pour that in. Look at that. Of course, you know the magic word, right?
Stir.
Give it a stir. All right. From there, we're going to put some ice in. Get that chilled.
Okay. Ooh,
No? All right. Oh, we got ice.
we have ice. We have ice. We have ice.
All right. We have ice.
Just gonna put all of these in there. All of these?
Yeah, that's good enough. Just keep it chilled. All righty. All right. And then we top it off when we pour it into our glasses with some club soda. From there, this is the watermelon punch. We'll come back with the tasting soon.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right. So this is the watermelon punch. This has some mint, some bruised mint, some watermelon, lemon juice, the lilac gin.
Yeah.
It's very, very summertime. You know.
It smells it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like
It does.
This is fresh mint too.
It does. It's fresh watermelon, fresh mint. You know. What I did was I did keep the puree in there, the watermelon puree. So it is a very thicker drink. It does ask for the watermelon juice by itself, but I decided to keep the watermelon puree in there as well, just to get it a good, good flavor, good feel as well, or a thicker feel.
I think it looks good too.
Yeah,
it looks amazing.
It makes it look good as well. Exactly.
Not,
Yeah.
It's a summertime Bloody Mary.
Yeah, it is. Exactly. I like that.
Except sweet.
But gentlemen, you know what to do.
Cheers.
Cheers.
David.
I gotta hear what you guys think first.
Okay.
So watermelon and mint are strong in the front end, and in the back is where you get more of that floral filling in those gaps, like you said.
I was gonna say, so I tasted like a lot of mint and watermelon, but it's just like immediately like a punch of that. Then I found like the lemon juice really kind of cuts through it and kind of binds it all together.
Yeah.
And then like you said, you have that kind of floral sort of like just a little dusting of taste.
Yeah.
Right on there.
It fills in the cracks of the concrete. This again, like I said, with gin, usually punches you in the face. This punches you in the face in the beginning, very much so. Once you take that first drink, it's the mint that's strong.
Yep.
The lilac gin comes in with it because it just combines together. And then after a while, you get the sweetness of the watermelon, and then you get the tartness of the lemon juice.
This one here, it's different in the sense of it's not layered perfectly. It's like they're using the bunny system. It's probably the best way to put it.
It's like in stages of a video game.
Yes. Where it's just like the first layer, the first level is we're going to teach you how to do these certain things, but we're going to add to it as we go along.
Exactly.
But here it's, as we keep saying, you get that initial first taste.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was the mint and the watermelon. Dave, you said you got some more juniper berry with yours.
Yes.
Then it is for me, it's the lemon juice and the floral from the gin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's one coming after the other, but they're not fighting each other. They're not in conflict. It's just at the end they blend together. It's interesting.
Yeah.
As I look at this.
Yeah.
I gotta say, really solid drink here, you guys.
Why, thank you. Thank you. I picked a good one.
I'm pretty sold.
And for making it the first time when you were at I was like, I never made this before. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
This is my first time making this drink. I was like, I don't know. I was like, let's just make this.
First time using that blender at the studio.
See, yeah. Listen, see? First time for firsts. First time for firsts.
But as we get to the bottom of our glasses, I think it's time for us to rate these.
Oh, yeah.
So, out of the cocktails that we had the initial shot, gave us a good base test. Which one of the cocktails recommended the Dave or the Ish Cyclone Jones watermelon punch? Which one best exemplifies what this bottle is?
Who's going first? Me?
You go first.
All right. To be honest, like the gin and tonic was amazing. It was that simple drink. It brought everything out. The White Lady was awesome. If it was chilled, it'd be a little bit better. So you got to definitely try it chilled. When you try that drink, try it chilled. But honestly, not because I'm the special guest, but the watermelon punch, I think that kicks you right in the face with the taste of the watermelon and the mint in the beginning, and then it just brings out all the flavors of your taste buds on every single other taste going down as you drink it. So I'm going to go with the watermelon punch.
Okay, Dave.
So everything you said was correct. It's clearly, I'm a little bit more. I'm a little bit more inclined to say the gin and tonic because I do think the floral taste really came out in that.
Yes.
I think like we had a problem with ice for the white lady. Say that. I think that may have. I think if it had been colder, then I might have chosen that. But gin and tonic with this is a very close second.
Yeah.
Just purely not quality of drink, mind you. This is just what highlights this bottle.
Yeah. Exactly.
And for me, the White Lady, if it was a frozen cocktail, frozen blended, that might change my mind. But we didn't have a frozen blended. We had a standard White Lady, which is like a margarita. This here is good. If I had to choose one, just order one at a bar, it'd be this. But as far as opening up, giving us more of the floral notes from the gin, the simplicity of the gin and tonic. The tonic water, it wasn't too bitter once you add the lilac gin in.
It was.
The carbonation opened it up. This here, it's a lot of flavors, and they're good flavors, but I think it kind of, I don't want to say masked, but it kind of subdued what this bottle had to offer.
Yes, you're right. That I completely agree with.
Yeah.
It did kind of mask it because there are a lot of stronger flavors in there. Lemon is a strong flavor. Watermelon mint is a strong flavor. Those three right there would mask it a little bit. So yes, I definitely do agree with that.
But still, if all three are offered at a bar, it's some watermelon punch.
Oh yeah.
That was by far the tastiest.
It is pretty amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
But gentlemen, I still have some in my glass.
Oh, I don't have any in mine. That's gone.
Oh, we gotta fix that.
I'm a black guy, so watermelon and me go together. And yes, that was a joke.
There we go. Now you got stuff.
I gotta drive. No, wait, no. I'm not drinking that. I gotta drive.
From all of us here at the Weird Booze Weekend, if it ain't weird, it ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it.
Long may she reign.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Breeze in the sky, you know how I feel. Trees drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me.
Next time on Weird Booze Weekend, we drink Unterberg.